أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ولو أننا نزلنا إليهم الملائكة وكلمهم الموتى وحشرنا عليهم كل شيء قبلا ما كانوا ليؤمنوا إلا أن يشاء الله ولكن أكثرهم يجهلون. The eighth juz of the Qur'an consists of Surah Al Ana'am, verses 111 to 165, and Surah Al Airaf, verses 1 to 87. The eighth juz starts with the affirmation of the dishonesty of mushrikeen, because they demand to see the miracles, but they have no interest in accepting Iman. The discussion about the oneness of Allah is continued in this chapter. The verses in this part of the chapter also contain details of food that is forbidden and food that is lawful for a Muslim. The arrogance of the non-believers and their opposition to the prophets is also stated. Allah Almighty forbids the consumption of animal slaughter in the name other than Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has warned people to not change something that is halal into haram. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala cautions of His judgment for those who do not follow the path of Islam. Allah Almighty gives the evidence of the noble Qur'an being the book of Allah through His verses. Moreover, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions in verse 125 and 126 that, and whomsoever Allah wills to guide, He opens his breast to Islam, and whomsoever He wills to send astray, He makes his breast closed and constricted, as if he is climbing up to the sky. Thus, Allah puts the wrath on those who believe not. And this is the path of your Lord, the Qur'an and Islam, leading straight. We have detailed our revelations for people who take heed. Verses 155 to 159 are about disbelievers who have been criticized for comparing the Qur'an with Torah to escape the punishment of the Day of Judgment. Allah will not oppress anyone on the Day of Judgment, and we find that affirmation in verse 160, where Allah Almighty says, and whoever brings a good deed, Islamic monotheism, and deeds of obedience to Allah and His Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, shall have 10 times the like thereof to his credit. And whoever brings an evil deed, polytheism, disbelief, hypocrisy, and deeds of disobedience to Allah and His Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, shall have only the recompense of the like thereof, and they will not be wrong. The concluding verses of Surah Al Ana'am assures that the true religion, prayer, sacrifice, life and death, everything must be for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Therefore, everyone will return to Him and will get whatever he has earned in this worldly life. Indeed, Allah is most forgiving and most merciful. Juz 8 continues with the first part of Surah Al Airaf, the high wall, which was revealed in Mecca. The basic subject of Surah Al Airaf is Risala, as in Allah's message, as it was sent through many messengers. 7 prophets and parts of their stories are mentioned to emphasize prophets' missions and their struggle with their people. This surah begins with a clear message that since the belief in oneness of Allah has been clearly established, the message should be taken to everyone without feeling any difficulty in one's heart. The detailed description of the creation of Adam alayhi salam and Shaitan's disobedience is being mentioned. The children of Adam are warned of the deception and tactics of Shaitan. Allah Almighty sent messengers from time to time to guide His people. Those who accepted the message will be rewarded, and those who denied will end up in hellfire. There will be a conversation between the people of Jannah and Jahannam. Allah mentions the attack of Shaitan on the people of Nuh alayhi salam, and how the people of Hud alayhi salam got trapped in the plots of Shaitan. The narrative of Salih alayhi salam commences immediately thereafter, verse 73, and continues till the end of verse 79. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala then discusses the episode of Lut alayhi salam by saying, "And remember Lut, when he said to his people, 'Do you commit the worst sin, such as not preceding you has committed in the mankind and jinn?' So they were punished due to being the followers of Shaitan and committing evil. Then the story of Shu'aib commences, in which it is told that he called people towards Islam, but the disobedience and corruption of his people did not stop. Basically, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes it clear that Allah's prophets suffered for the cause of truth. Their enemies tried to harm them, but then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala helped His prophets and defeated their enemies. With that I leave you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.